What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going out in the kayak and we are going to be doing some river fishing. Let's go ahead and start rigging all of our stuff up. So like I said, we are going to be taking out the kayak today. I've got the kayak right here and I actually just sprayed it out yesterday. That way it would be somewhat clean. This thing actually has a tendency of getting very dirty whenever I take it out. Oh goodness, that is a dog bowl. Do not want to trip over that. But we're going to be taking this thing out. The river is a little bit muddy, but it is not terrible. I've been waiting a couple days to go out there, and we're gonna go ahead, take out the old Bonafide, let her eat, see if we can catch some big old bass. I've got to get a couple things ready. I've got some hunting stuff kind of thrown everywhere, all kinds of different stuff. We got to get this seat right here. Got to throw this in the kayak, and we got to get some rods together. Grab these right here. Grab this one right here. Oh my goodness. And we also need to go ahead and grab our kayak crate. I actually built this thing. I'm not really sure if you guys have noticed this or not, but I built these rod holders on the side and they actually match my kayak. I actually hydro dipped those, so that was pretty cool. Basically, these little tubes are actually to hold these rods, and it actually works pretty well in the kayak, keeps them out of your way. Also, if you guys didn't notice, I've got these rod covers right here. These are actually from 6 cents. And I actually got another one in my last Super 6 box, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on this rod right here. So I'll just go ahead and show you guys this while I'm talking about it. This is the 6 cent Super 6 sack. This is just a subscription-based box / bag that you get every month. And if you guys want to sign up for this, you can use my code. I will leave it in the description down below. And you can save on your first Super 6 sack. But let's go ahead and open this thing up. I actually took a peek in here and there is a rod sleeve in there. So we're gonna go ahead, take that out, stick it on the rod. All right, so this is what we got right here. You get all this stuff in this box. So this is what I was talking about right here. This is that rod sleeve. This is a blue one. I actually do not have a blue one. I have a camo one and a gray one. I love the camo, that's my favorite pattern. But this one's gonna be pretty cool too. So now we've got rod sleeves on every single rod. All these do is just protect your rods, and when you go put them in the truck, they don't get tangled up, and they just look really cool. I mean, it looks really cool. This is my favorite pattern that they have right here. If you guys do want to get these for your rods, you can also use my code ADUB10, get 10% off. They are on the 6 Cents website as well. I will leave that in the description down below. Now, let's go ahead and look at what else we got in this Super 6 box right here. I'm already seeing a couple things that I think that we will be able to use today. We'll go ahead and start off with these swim baits right here. These are some smaller Divine swim baits. Usually I use the bigger size, but this one right here is the 3.2 inch. I actually don't use these very much, but they look really, really good. And I actually love this color. I've never used it before. This is the Electric Shiner, but it looks really, really cool. So that could definitely come into play today if the water is not as muddy as I think it is. This right here will work either way. This is a Chartreuse Movement 80, and this thing is just a really shallow crankbait. That would be really good. Chartreuse is awesome in muddy water. We have got a good old crankbait right here. This is a flat crankbait. I'm not really sure if we'll use this today, but this thing is going to be money in these rivers once they clear up. Also got a big old Crush 100X. This is a bluegill pattern. Anybody that has watched my videos knows that I use the heck out of bluegill crankbaits. They just work so good where I'm at. So this one right here is probably going to get used this week, and we're probably going to end up catching a big one on there. We've also got the old Quake 70 in here as well, and this is just a lipless crankbait. This is an interesting color. I'm not even sure which color this is. This is Orange Sunfish. So that is really cool. I've never used this before, but I'm excited to throw this one out there and see what happens. We have also got some Oxblood Shaky Worms. I've never used this color. I've seen it before. It is very, very interesting. It seems really cool. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to give it a shot. Might throw this on a drop shot or a shaky head today. And this right here is going to be our main bait today. I'm going to be trying to catch something on this jig right here. This is the Divine Hybrid jig from 6 Cents. 1/2 ounce, black and blue. This thing right here is money in these rivers, especially in muddy water. So we're gonna go ahead, tie this thing onto one of those rods and head on down to the river. So as you guys can tell, there is a lot of really cool stuff that comes in that 6 sack. So if you guys do want to check that out, you can go ahead and check it out down below. We're gonna go ahead and load up the truck now. I've got it sitting over here, nice and dirty from hunting season. Still have not killed a deer, But I'm trying to get one, that way we can go ahead and record that and post that for all of you that love hunting. I know that some of you don't like hunting, but it's something that I do, something I want to share with everybody who enjoys it on the channel. So we're going to do that pretty soon as we can go ahead and knock down a deer with the old bow. But enough talking, let's go ahead, load up the kayak in the truck. Let's go ahead, get down to the river, do a little bit of paddling, and hopefully a little bit of hook setting. All right, spot number one. Let's go ahead and get it started. My two baits that I'm going to be throwing primarily for right now is going to be this 6-inch crankbait. This is a chartreuse with a white belly and a blue back. Great in muddy water, and a good old hybrid jig right here, black and blue. Both great things for muddy water. We are fishing a little bit of muddy river water today. Let's go ahead and get started. Got one. Oh, and he came off. And he came off. Solid, man. Solid. Switch it up to the jig. Throw right here on this lay down. There it is, first one of the day. Oh my goodness. Not even a bass. It is literally a catfish. Dude. What the heck kind of catfish is this anyways? I am not a big catfish guy, but I'm here to tell you, I don't think I've ever caught one like this. What the heck, dude? Look at this dude. He freaking munched that thing too. Look at that perfect hook set on that guy. Literally perfect hook set on that thing. I mean, right in the top of the lip. I just don't know what kind of catfish this is. If anybody knows, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below, because I do not know. Maybe it's a mud cat or something. I've never seen one with the yellow on there like that. I don't know what that is. I have no idea, so let me know. We gotta get this guy unhooked though. Well, there we go. Got him unhooked. Nice little catfish. Don't know what it is. We'll go ahead and get the release on him though. There he goes. Okay. Let's get back after it and hopefully catch a bass. Hopefully catch a bass this time. That's what we're going for. First fish was a cat. All right, we're gonna send her on over there again. I have drifted some in my kayak. So we are going to paddle up. And usually this is like my winter spot, not my fall spot. I've actually never fished here in the fall, and it's really good in the winter because it's really deep right here. But I think the bass are still gonna hold here like just all the time, because this is a really, really shallow section of the river, period. So I think that it can be good any time of the year, honestly, besides maybe spring. I don't really know. But down here is actually my really, really good spot. This right here has been good in the past, but only in the winter. So I'm definitely pretty confident we're gonna catch a bass over here. But I figured I would go ahead and try this since it was on my way. And I have caught some pretty big ones right here, so. Throw it right on the edge of that rock. It's just a steep drop right there. I'm not really sure how many feet, but it's deep. And that's where they should be sitting at. That's where they're at when it's cold, I know that. I'll be out here in December just slaying them. got him. That's a bass too. Or a mudfish. Oh, that's a bass. That will be a bass. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Nice one. Look at that, first bass of the day. Heck yeah, baby. That is such a healthy fish too. Not super fat, but definitely healthy. Beautiful fish, beautiful. Can't beat it. I knew this spot would produce. I'm not even to the really good stuff yet, so I'm excited. I thought I had a fish, but at the same time, there's so much rock here. It was just running to the side. I thought I was just pulling down the edge of a rock, but it was actually a fish. I'll take it. Nice, good, pound and a half or pound and 3/4. Start the day off, not bad. Let's go ahead and let this guy go. All right, dance for me, girl. There we go, first fish. That was on the hybrid jig from 6 cents with a stroker crawl on the back of it. This thing is money in muddy water. I was kind of scared that they wouldn't hit the jig because it's a little bit of a bigger presentation, but that one hit it, so that's a good sign. Let's see if we can do it again. That one actually hit right where I just cast it at. It was right up near the bank. So, ton of rock right there. I mean, you can see these huge boulders, but that continues on down into the water. So it is just covered in rock right here. And those fish just love to sit here. They love it. So, we're gonna see if we can't pull out one bigger. That is a small one compared to what I usually catch here. Usually it's 3-4 pounders. So, I'm excited. If that one bit, hopefully one of those big ones will eat too. We'll see what happens. All right, get the old yacker tacker turned around. Just so much rock. Like, it is insane the amount of rock down there. There's another fish. Oh yeah, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Look at that. That's like the same fish. This one's a little bit smaller. Look at that. Hook just came out. Look at that. Ow. Just hit the bank. Look at that. Another fish, dude. That was like in the same spot. Maybe they're like stacked up right there. I don't really know. I mean, not a giant, but hey, I'll take it. I'll take it all day long. Another one on the jig, man. Go ahead, let this one go too. See ya. That one didn't dance. But yeah, another one on this jig right here. If you guys do want to pick up one of these jigs or the trailer that I have on here, I will put it in the description down below. You can use my code ADUB10, get 10% off. This is just a really good jig. I love this thing because it goes through the rock really well. One thing with jigs is sometimes they'll get hung up on the rocks. And this one has a pretty good tendency of coming through the rock, and that is very important because you don't want to get hung up in the middle of where the fish are and then have to go get it out. So that's very important to me. Let's see if we can't get another one. I'm kind of surprised that I just caught those two right there, honestly, because that's not really a productive spot for me usually. But it's producing today, so you know what? We're gonna cast in there again, see what happens. That was like 2 casts after that last fish. That was so crazy. See if we can get another one. Maybe they're gonna be stacked up right here. I don't really know. But we're gonna give her a gander, and we're gonna try our best to catch us another one. Ton of bait fish right here. A ton of bait fish. All right, the jig served me well, but we're gonna change it up. I've got a chartreuse and white chatterbait right here. This thing is a little bit heavy. This is a 3/4 ounce, so I'm not really looking forward to that. It's probably gonna get hung, but I need something that looks like a bait fish because this is what they're going to be eating that time of the year. Also got a drop shot on. I've done pretty well with a drop shot. Just got a little 1/4 ounce weight and a 6-inch shaky worm on there. We're gonna try that out as well. This is on a bait caster, I know, don't judge me. I don't have a spinning rod with me. So we're rolling with it and we're gonna see how it goes. probably not going to go like we want it to, but you know what? We're just going to do it. It can definitely be done. I've seen pros do it plenty. They'll be flipping some heavy cover and they'll be throwing a heavier drop shot. Probably not on a bait caster with 20-pound test, but same difference. We're gonna give it a shot. I'm throwing the chatterbait right now. We're gonna see if we can get a reaction bite real quick. If that does not work out, we are going to try the drop shot. I'm gonna run a lot of this stuff that I already fished because I know the fish are here. I just gotta convince them to bite, so let me try it, see what happens. All right, let's try the drop shot. Might have to just finesse them. I really thought they were gonna be eating pretty good, especially after I caught those two, but they're not acting that way. I just casted where I caught those two at right there. I'm gonna try the drop shot right there. All right, last spot of the day before I get kicked out because they closed the gates. Now I'm not getting locked in. Not happening. Now this is where I've caught the biggest one in this section, which was like a 4 or 4.5 in the middle of December when it was cold as heck outside. But that was right down there where the dam drops off. I'm actually where there's a big dam, like it's huge. And I don't know, I caught that fish and he was like pulling me and I was like trying to go over the edge. It was pretty crazy. This was back before I was doing the whole YouTube thing, but maybe there'll be another big one down there waiting on me. I don't know. We're gonna see. See if any of them want to come out and play today. Come on, get out of there. Solid. We're gonna have to do a little skipperoo up in there, I guess. Oh, or just do that. That works. This is where she came from. I don't know where she's at though. Well, shoot. I guess that's a wrap for today. Gonna have to come back out and see what happens. Caught those 3 fish on the jig, 2 bass and 1 catfish. I don't know, they just weren't eating today. But we will be back for revenge. It is not over.